everyone. How are you doing? Man, tech stuff happens sometimes, but we roll with it no matter what. Good to see you all here. Here we are, the end of November 2023. I want to remind you can catch me here every week on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, you name it, I'm here for you. You can also see me by going to the YouTube, and please go and subscribe right there. Just find me on MJS Photography right there on YouTube. That's my handle. Looking forward to sharing a lot with you. And today, I've got a special one for you. And this is just in time for this time of year. So stay with me as we get going. But first, I want to give you a glimpse into something that we all should be doing. So let me jump right into that right away. So let's get going. Right away, let me get back here for a second. I'm going to look for my time here. So I went to a photo exhibit this past weekend, and it was freezing. The weather's been so crazy here in Japan lately. One day it's hot, one day it's cold. And this is an outdoor exhibit. It's at the Nikon Photo Contest. It was for 2022-23 year. And this was the winners from the contest. So they showed all the winners. It was fantastic. With this contest, it's not just photography. It's still images, and it's also video. So there's a category for video, short stories, and for photography. And they showed all the winners at this outdoor photo exhibit. It was fantastic. So you go there. There's even a food vendor to get hot drinks. It was cold that day, so perfect for that. And it was cool seeing people come by and seeing all the winners, those who showed their work out of the thousands of people and came up being the top winners. Super cool to see. I also got a chance to go around and see people enjoying it. And I, by surprise, met somebody there who was actually one of the winners from a past year who flew in, all by happenstance. So cool to see her there and meet her. I'll get you there in a second. But first, let's talk about the video segment. The videos, they're all short, like 3 minutes for the most part. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So you can sit there and watch all the videos from all the winners from all over the world. I loved this one story. This was one of my favorite videos that I saw, actually. And there are all the winners right there telling their stories through video. So not just still, but video and still photography at this exhibit showing all the winners from the 2022-23 photography contest that Nikon holds every single year, and has been doing this for quite a long time. Now, this was the grand prize winner. I love this image. Now, I want to show this today because I think we should all be entering our work into photo contests. And here we are, the end of 2023, and this is the time you should be looking through all your work from this year and submitting it. This is the time of year when all those contests are about to open for next year, November, December of every year. So look for great contests. Look for your best images starting now from this year and put them into photo contests around the world. The Nikon Photo Contest is one of the best ones out there because they have some amazing judges. I was actually a judge a few years ago. They'll have photographers as judges, editors as judges, but the editors are really special who are assigned to be part of this contest and judging. The lady on the top left, Sarah Lean, one of my good friends, she was the longtime photo editor for National Geographic. No small thing at all. She's looked at thousands of images of the best photographers in the world, and she was one of the judges. We actually judge quite a few things together all the time. Love Sarah quite a bit. Sarah, if you're watching this, what's going on? And this is one of the winners from a few years ago, whose name also is Sarah. So this is a Sarah from Spain. I got a chance to meet her, see her work, and talk to her. And she's a doctor, but loves photography. And she enters her work from work she's creating. We got to talk. and she was the grand prize winner a few years ago, back in 2018, 19. The year before, I was a judge. So great seeing her work, meeting her in person, and getting the story behind all these images. Kind of cool. So please enter your best work. You never know who's going to see it. You never know what's going to take you. It might just take you around the world, because all the winners, they fly them here to Japan. Kind of cool. All the judges are also flown here from all over the world. That's also very cool. Put up for a week, and you go through and look at images from everybody. So maybe your image could be one of those that really wins and becomes famous around the world. So what are you waiting for? Find your best images, get them in there. Now, maybe you have questions. I want to find out. If you do, this is your time to put them out there. Put them in the chat. Let me hear from you right now about any questions you have about photography, about photo contests. There's some great ones out there. The Nikon Photo Contest is one of the best ones out there. I'd love for you to show your work, no matter what camera you shoot, out there, Canon, Sony, Fuji, whatever, enter your work into photo contests around the world, because somebody wants to see your work. I see one question right now from Robin. How you doing, Robin? For the Nikon, do you have to use a Nikon camera? No, you do not. Great question. Robin wants to find out, do you need to use that camera by that company who's sponsoring the contest? You do not. This is a photography contest, and Nikon supports photography around the world, no matter what camera you shoot. Of course, we all love when you shoot Nikon, it's coming from a Nikon, but that doesn't matter when it comes to you entering your work. It's about the image. That's what's the most important part. So find your best images and enter them into photo contests. And this is the time of year when you really want to do that. Thank you for that question, Robin. Now let's dive into today's main segment. And this one is super important for everybody. Today, we are going to talk about photography assignments. For those who don't know me, my name is Matthew Jordan Smith. I've been a photographer for over 35 years doing what I love. I'm a Nikon ambassador as well. Love shooting with my Nikon Z8 and Z9 and love this business. But today is about you. And all this month, we've been giving about different photo assignments out. And this is the last one for November. Here we are, the last hours, last day of coming into November 2023, going into December. I want to give you an assignment that's going to make you think differently about photography. We're used to getting assignments about something that we can see, that's very easy to think about and photograph, a tree, a background, a person's face. But today, we're going somewhere different. Today, I want you to think about what it feels like to be thankful. We just finished having Thanksgiving, and I used AI and asked it a question. I'm like, okay, give me a picture of what it looks like to be thankful. And I'm gonna show you a few images of what AI gave me. And you can let me know if you think that AI did a good job or not, because this one is actually kind of hard. So is that really being thankful in this image? Maybe, maybe not. What about this one? I think AI kind of failed on this one, but I'd love to hear from you and see what you think. Does this look like thankfulness to you? This one to me does not. But I kept pushing it and asking it over and over again. It kept giving me different pictures. What does it look like to find a picture that looks like being thankful? All these images are me asking the same question over and over again and having it give me different ideas of thankful. Now, this one kind of feels somewhat like thankfulness. Possibly, I could see this one a little bit, kind of getting there little by little, but this is hard, even for AI to come up with an image that looks like what thankful feels like. So I want you to think about this. we always came from Thanksgiving, where, of course, people are eating, having the stuffing and turkey and all of that. But the real idea behind Thanksgiving is to be thankful for everything we have in our life, no matter what it is. The breath you just took just now. As a matter of fact, take another deep breath. Be thankful that you can do that. We know what that feels like, to be able to breathe. When you have trouble breathing, some did during COVID for sure, then you really understand how powerful that is, those things that we take for granted. Life, breath, health. What does that look like in a picture? When you can take an idea like this and turn it into images, that's special. So this assignment is a little harder, but it's meant to be. It's meant to make you think about how you feel. And then if you take that feeling and turn that into a picture, what would it look like? Once you learn how to do things like this, you start getting assignments that are beyond your imagination, that take you all over the world, that pay very well. But first, you need to think about your point of view on this. What does it feel like for you? What are you most thankful for? And what are those feelings you feel when you are most thankful? If you've ever been in a bad situation and somebody came to your rescue and saved you, you were thankful for that person. What does that look like? What does that feel like? If you had a hard time doing anything in your life and somebody came to you, saved you, or helped you in some kind of way, and you were thankful. Maybe it's a family member or a mate or a spouse or whomever. Find out what that feels like. We all know what it feels like. But how does that look in a picture? I want you to think about that and turn your idea into a photograph. What does it look like to be thankful? I like giving these types of assignments, and this is what I give my students in my course, to make them think differently. When you are thinking out the box and thinking about not just something that's tangible, but more something that's a thought or a feeling, how do you portray that feeling in an image? What does it feel like? It took a long time to get to this type of image using AI, of pushing and pushing and pushing for thankfulness. I thought this was probably the best one out of the group that felt like thankfulness. To be able to wake up in the morning and see the sunrise, after you've been through a storm or a storm in your life or whatever. But I want to hear from you guys. So let's talk about this. Now, just for clarity, the assignment is for you to take a picture of what thankfulness looks like. I want you to understand what it feels like, which you already know. What are you thankful for? Think about that right now. What are you thankful for in your life? And if you had to turn that into a picture, what would it look like? So think about that right now. Each and every one of you, what are you thankful for today in this very moment? And if you had to turn that feeling into a picture, what would that picture look like? I'd love for you to get on this assignment, because maybe this is something you can enter into your next photo contest around the world. Very cool, right? I want to hear from you all about photographing thankfulness. Now, my students, we give this assignment all the time. As a matter of fact, they're working on this one right now, and you can too if you join my course. We go through different types of assignments like this. It's not just about lighting, but everything around photography in this course. If you want to be a part of this course, jump on into photography lighting course. This is where we meet every single week online, go through lighting, photography, the business of photography, and assignments like this and so much more. It's all to help you think differently, use your head, learn, of course, the techniques, the business part, and then thrive as a photographer. But this assignment, this is so special for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's going to make you think differently about your life and your point of view. And as a photographer, this is probably the most important part. If there's one thing I wish I knew at the start of my career, it's this. The most important thing is your point of view, how you see the world. There are so many photographers out there in the world, but what's special is you, your fingerprint, how you feel about everything, and then how you can take how you feel and turn that into an image. It's profound, and it's your superpower. Now, when you use your superpower, nobody else in the world sees the world quite like you. And that's how you stand out. Now, think about this assignment. What are you thankful for? There's a lot to be thankful for. You're here right now. That's a great thing. You're able to hear my voice, see me. If you're walking around wherever you are today or wherever you are in the world, you woke up today, you able to go to work or to see your friends, see your family, all those things, don't take them for granted. So please take this one seriously. Dive into this assignment. Think about how you would take a picture of thankfulness, what it feels like, what it looks like. This is profound stuff. And when you learn to do this more and more and more, you grow. Now, I went to the gym this morning and I was working out, and my buddies were pushing me to go beyond my comfort zone. That's how you grow and get better and get in better shape, by pushing yourself past your comfort zone. This assignment is meant to do the same thing. Push you past your comfort zone, make you think differently, out the box, and find out what's special to you, and then turn your feelings, your special feelings, again with your superpower, into images. All right, everyone, I want to thank you all for your time, for letting me talk about this, share the joy of photography. Once you learn how to do these things, it's going to make a profound difference in your work. Many photographers are worried about competition, how there are other photographers doing the same thing, charging less. This is one way that gets you around that. Once you specialize in showing your point of view, you no longer have any competition. Your only competition is you. You can charge what you like because you're showing how you see the world. And people who resonate with that feeling and those images, they'll come to you. All right, everyone. Thank you for your time today. I'm going to sign out, and I look forward to seeing you next week as we dive into December 2023. Bye, everyone. Have a great one. Look forward to seeing you again very soon.